What's up, everybody? We're going to be looking at a little bit of market analysis before we jump into our CNFTs, but we're not going to really be looking at Cardano because Ethereum and Bitcoin are the ones moving and kind of leading this move, and I expect it to continue that way. We'll also be looking at a little bit of the S&P 500 because we did rally from down here all the way up to 432, and we did not see Bitcoin or Ethereum move hardly at all when this happened. And now we've fallen all the way back down to 388, bounced to 406, and they're still roughly in the same spot. So starting off, we're just going to look at resistance levels. We're about this 405, 406 level, and if we do get to about 410, this is where we've just been bouncing and seeing resistance in general. So if we do break this, though, we are looking at about 417, maybe 420, just because it's a round number. And if we do hit the previous high, that would bring us to about 432. But where we go really doesn't matter as long as we don't go any lower. If we can maintain this area or even inch our way higher slowly, that still gives us an excuse to run with Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now checking out Ethereum, because Ethereum has its merger coming up, we can see on its yearly chart that on the 17th of June, they bottomed out at about 19 or 20 on the RSI, which is very, very low, extremely oversold. We were at about 1,050 for Ethereum, and right now we're sitting at 1,710. That's roughly a 70% gain, and you can tell when it bounces off of that low RSI of oversold, buyers come in very strongly. The last thing I'm going to talk about is the fact that we had a triple bottom. And this works for tops too, but right here you have a bottom, you have another bottom, and then you have another bottom right here. It hit it 3 different times trying to break below, but it continued to find support. Just to paint a perfect picture, this doesn't mean we're going to go higher. There is still a lot of negativity in the markets. In fact, most people actually are bearish in the markets, but most people also lose money. Now checking out OpenCNFT.io, it doesn't look like CNFTs are getting a whole lot of volume coming in, but it does look like maybe they're starting to get a bit more attention. We can't really tell from this chart because we're still very low on the volume, but if we do go over to JPEG Store, which I'll do in a second, there's a lot of projects that are starting to pick up volume again. So this is what I'm talking about right here. Dirtbirds at 339 floor. Now we all knew Dirtbirds was going to do it, but damn, like it kind of came out of nowhere. That's awesome to see. Chilled Kongs were at like 1250 or 1300 the other day. So, I mean, it's cool to see that they're bouncing a little bit. Hopefully Kong's FUD can go away. I'm not sure how that's going to play out in the long run, but it does stink because I just bought one. But overall, the volume's increasing. You can see 500% on the Javelins, 1,100% on Derps. You have 50% on Space Buds, which is pretty decent considering they're 3,000. You have Clumsy Ghosts at 1,200%, Dead Rabbits at 240, Virtua at 500, and then you have Cardano Thor's 793 artifacts going for 135,000. Nah, I'm just playing though. There's only one listed, there's only 66 minted, but this is the first project that I'm going to get into. Inside of Viking Squad or Cardano Thor's Discord, you can see that he is having his CT793 mint on the 12th. Now, what are these things? These are going to be a group membership that acts as the heart of a growing Viking ecosystem, including the Viking Squad community. Members will have access to various benefits such as premium curated content, whitelist spots, giveaways, investment funds, discounts, and more. More importantly, members will be supporting Thor in his mission to create unbiased content full-time and bring talented artists to the Cardano blockchain through his CT Artist Launchpad. Straight away, everybody's going to want to know what are the benefits and should I mint this thing? CT793 is a membership token that comes with certain benefits, both tangible and intangible. The intangible would be the community and the knowledge that you get from that, aka an alpha group, and then the tangible would be the airdrops, giveaways, whitelist spots, and others. And to break this down a little bit more, inside of the community, you will get a Discord role, access to alpha channels and community events, and more. You will also get whitelist spots to other projects, and some of these projects will come from the launchpad that they're launching, which will also include some airdrops. And then the giveaways, 20% of the secondary royalties will go into a fund that purchases NFTs to give away. There will also be an investment fund where these tokens act as membership and the community's investment fund. Holders will receive greater rewards and voting power compared to regular membership NFTs. There will also be the Cyber Vikings, which you will get priority and whitelist for, which will be a PFP drop in the future. You will also get discounts for valuable CNFT services, such as sniping and analytics tools. You also get to be a Viking, which I think is pretty cool because every member that holds one of these NFTs will get a Viking rank and a unique Viking name with an honorary Viking name NFT. Also, you will be given exclusive content such as a Cardano Thor newsletter, his YouTube videos, and access to a channel with all CNFT transactions. There are also these ranks and rarities as well. So you have bronze, silver, gold, Cardano, sunstone, and collector's trophy. So if you do collect all 5 of these, you can send them in and get one of these collector's trophies. Going with the whole 793 theme, they do have 793 total supply and a 79.3 ADA mint price. They also have 10% royalties, and 8% of this will be going towards the Viking ecosystem, covering costs including team payments, content creators, web development, minting services, art commissions, etc. And then 2% will be going to those giveaways that we spoke about earlier. Alright, now if you do want to mint this, you do need to be quick, because you will be on the whitelist, but there is a lower supply than the amount of people on this whitelist. So if you are tier 1, you are guaranteed to mint. All you need to do is either be the top 20 most active Vikings of all time in his server, which if you're not already, you're probably not getting there. And then the 500 days of Cardano NFTs, you just need to be a holder. And these don't stack though. So if you have 5, you can still only mint 1. And if you do want to own one of these NFTs, they are roughly 120 ADA on the floor. Now, if you really believe in this project, there are only 793 of them. This may be a fair place to get a whitelist. And now if you're going for tier 2 and you don't know if you are a tier 2 member, the tier 2s are all Viking Squad community members who joined the server before the official announcement and marketing began, approximately 1,600 members. Now, right here, I'm checking out my account, and this is the Viking role. So if you want to check out and see if you are one of the first 1,600 people, just make sure that you have this role in their Discord. My thoughts on this project is that you can really only mint 1 anyways, and there's only 793. I think this is definitely a mint. It's a mint and flip if you just don't care about Cardano Thor, but if you do, I think this is a mint and hold where you're going to profit a decent bit. This is probably going to play out similar to Jelly Cubes, maybe not as great. I'm not sure how that's going to be as far as like a floor price or any of that, but that same sort of thing. You have somebody here with a very trustworthy name making a very cool limited project, and I think it's going to do well. The next project we're going to cover is Sacred Sapiens. They have a total of 4,500 people in their Discord and a supply of 2,861 NFTs. If you would like to mint this project, it's going to cost you 100 ADA or 75 ADA if you own one of these Origin passes, and the mint date will be on the 15th. Right now, it's 80 ADA on the floor for these Origin passes. With these Origin passes, there are rarities. So this one right here is a common, and it lets you mint 1. So if we do go back to their Discord, you can see the Origin Pass will allow you to mint your pass allocation. So in this instance, it would be 1 plus 2 during the OG drop. So I'm assuming once you buy an Origin Pass, you will be given this OG roll as well, where you can mint an additional 2. So now let's go over all of the utility on these passes. So first up, we already know about the 25% discount on all of their drops. You can also mint between 1 and 5 depending on the rarity of your pass, and these passes do stack. So if you have 3 commons, you will be able to mint 3. There will be 2.5% of the royalties from these Sapiens that will be allocated to the holders. You will have a chance at NFT airdrops. You will be able to own an OP or an Origin Pass from each Celestial to upgrade this pass. You'll be able to access the members lounge in their Discord, weekly 25 ADA giveaways to 3 different people, as well as other giveaways. There will be collab giveaways and exclusive game nights, holders chats, and meetups. And then there's also other passes. So if you own a common Origins pass from each Celestial, you can burn it to get a legendary pass, which will give you the right to mint 5 of the Sapiens. If you own an epic Origins pass from each Celestial, you will be able to get a Celestial pass, which lets you mint 12. If you own a legendary from each Celestial, you'll be able to get this 1-of-1 Founders Pass, which gives you the right to mint 20. Also, the Celestial Pass will allow you to get a 30% discount on all of their drops and exclusive NFT airdrops. The Founders Pass will give you a 40% discount on all drops and also give you its own exclusive NFT airdrops. So the first thing that caught my eye about this project was their artwork. One of their first releases on June 14th was this right here, and it just looks really cool. I mean, animated art is something that we're starting to see a little bit more of in the space, but it's definitely welcomed. It's refreshing to see from all the profile pictures and animal projects that we get. Not that I'm hating on them, but anything different is gonna be something that people can attach to. Now, animation is a really big part of this project. Right here, this animation looks absolutely sick, and so do the Origin passes that have their own animation, but it really boils down to how well this project is run to determine if we're going to make any money on our investment. So to look at how well this project's going to do, the first thing we'd want to do is look at their team. However, obviously looking at a team is not going to tell us if these people are going to be successful or not. But starting off, we do have Pamp, who is the co-founder, and Pamp is also one of the founding members of Cardano Lounge. And then we also have G's, Crypto Mills, A-Shot, Tatia, and Cam. And then if we want to look at their entire team, if we go to their Discord, you can see that there's even more team members listed in here. So just wrapping up the team, you're not going to know how well they're going to do, but it is nice to know that they've been a part of the Cardano community for a while, so they know what the heck they're doing. They're not just jumping in and throwing together a project. They've been here for a while. They've studied the space, whether they've known they've been studying it or not, just by being here. It's nice to see that, but we need to look at the roadmap now to see if their goals will be achievable. So checking out the roadmap, the first thing I notice is that it's really small, and I actually kind of like that. I don't like when people have these large roadmaps, because by the time we even get to the end, you've probably adapted, changed, given up on some things, readapted. Like, there's just no point to even look at it. But the main thing that I am looking at with this project is their sacred release. That will be their token, and they're also going to implement staking your NFT and your sacred coin for ADA. They will also have an evolution pack drop, season 2 sacred sapiens, and some other things that they're not releasing yet. So seeing that they have a coin means that the utility is going to be based off of the utility for their coin. If this goes well, the project will go well. So right now, because that's not here, the whole reason why you would mint is on speculation that the utility will be amazing or that it will be a good mint and flip. Now, right before I go into my opinion, I want to make it clear, not all of these are animated. These are the sacred sapiens that you see right here, which I think look fantastic, but there will be 3 animated celestials. The majority of your sapiens will not be animated. My thoughts and opinions on this project is that it looks so good that it really could go crazy, but we've seen artwork that looked phenomenal before and it really didn't do anything. So I'm wondering if the utility is going to be what people wait for to see the value of this project, or if the art and the names in this project, such as Pamp, carry some weight and push the project early on. How I'm going to play it is I'm going to be pretty patient. I'm just going to watch it from the sidelines. I'm going to see if anything happens. I'm likely not going to jump into it, because if I don't get to mint it and it does go crazy, then buying in for double or even 50% higher is definitely not the move. So I just think I'm going to wait this one out. Maybe their utility can be pretty crazy and I can pick up some of these on the floor for maybe 50, 60 ADA. I don't know. Maybe they go crazy and they go to 200 and I miss out, but that's absolutely fine with me. I'm playing this safe. All right, so the last project we have is Degen Bunnies. I wanted to shout out to Animalians. They missed the cutoff by 1 day. You guys will be covered in next week's video. Degen Bunnies will be launching on the 15th of September for 45 ADA apiece and have a total supply of 6,666. So first and foremost, this is a PFP project, meaning you should only buy if you like the artwork. Now, they do say they like surprises and it's a passion project and they want to create some things and they are a tech savvy team. So I'm assuming they're going to try to go towards some sort of technical route, maybe some utility. I'm not sure, and that's how they want it to be. So while we go and we look at their team, you already know my opinions on art projects. I don't like them as far as making me money. And if they do, that's awesome. I'm super happy for the people in there. But I'm personally not going to be taking that risk. Now, I did want to make note of their team though. They have a very big team. They have 6 mods and they have 6 workers. So you have 2 artists, a marketing team, strategy, research, web design. I mean, you're hiring people, you're really doing some really cool things. So maybe they do come out of nowhere. Maybe it is pretty early with some sort of utility or some sort of surprise. But again, like I said, I just don't want to take that risk. But that's everything that I wanted to cover today, guys. Remember to get outside, see your family, see your friends. We're here to make more money so that we can spend more time with them. Till next time, guys, peace.
I get it like a G, but it never came easy. You got me coughing up a lung, I wish I rap like Wheezy. I keep my pace, so I'm sorry that I'm breezy. Keep my sneaks laced, cause I can't afford Yeezys. I don't want the gold, give me BTC. Y'all be acting crazy.